Hi folks, I'm back again, and today I'm going to continue with the Nikkor 70 to 200 millimeter AFS lens. This is a VR lens. From where I left off, I was telling you about the filter ring, how it was twisted on incorrectly, and then after years of leaving it like that, it got damaged and it got dented. That means it got jammed, and therefore it was impossible to remove. And as time went on, the filter got more scratched up and cloudy. And so when this lens was sent to me, I was worried that, is everything alright on the inside? I could have left it with somebody else to try and remove this ring, but I know how dangerous it can be. It's very easy to scratch the glass. It's very easy to damage the threads, and it's very easy to break the rim. These things I didn't want you to take a chance on. But let me tell you something. Another thing about what I wanted to say was, not every camera shop out there does a bad job. There are some camera companies out there that really work to bring you the best. And it would be unfair to me to say that it's everybody. But I will say this, you get what you pay for. If you want that kind of good service, you will end up paying for it. And you know what? Those companies that exceed to try and become better, I appreciate them. And I think we all should take a moment to appreciate those companies. Because they're giving us something that is starting to, I think, die or fade away. Anyway, let me go and show you this lens now, real quickly. It likes to collect the dust on the outside, but on the inside, it's very clean. Let me just bring this a little bit light over here, see if I can't get that. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah? Yeah? That's a beautiful glass. And look closely, and let me see if I can get this. It's a shame, I want to really show you. Look at that ring, how beautiful that is. I didn't do any damage to that. No damage to it at all. Can you see that? The ring? But here's my 77mm filter, and this is how you should put a filter on your lens. You go in the opposite direction. You don't screw it on. You screw it off. You screw it off, and then when you hear a click, see, it's getting jammed already, but it won't. You hear that? That means it's lined up. The threads are now lined up. Now you can go clockwise. Look how smooth that was. You want to see me take it off? Beautiful, huh? That's what I do for you. If you get your filter and you drop it and it gets damaged and it won't come off, send it to me. For 25 quid, I'll take it off for you. Alright? Now, it's important to understand why the aperture rings. Now, this is a G lens, okay? And that means a G lens does not have an aperture ring. So you can't manually close it. But a G ring works like this. Them lens, not all Nikkor lenses, but most Nikkor lenses, can you see through there? Yeah, right there. It's very important to see that this is supposed to snap back. Now, why is that? Why does that have to snap back? Because when you attach your lens to your camera, right? This is the stop down lever inside here. Okay? That lever right there. Yeah? Now when that lever stops down, your lens is wide open. Okay? And what that means is it's set at its highest aperture, which is f2.8. Now that sounds weird because it's like, why is 2.8 bigger than f22? Why is 2.8 bigger than 22? Because 2.8 is 1 over 2.8. Yeah? And 22 is 1 over 22. It's a fraction, yeah? And so that means 1 over 22 is a really tiny, tiny little pinhole. And when you have a really, really tiny little pinhole, that means everything in the back and everything in the front is sharp. You get it? And when you want to go for an f2.8, that means everything in the middle of your subject is sharp, and everything in the back is blurred, and everything in the front is blurred. You see? Now, because these aperture rings are not set right, they're jammed, just like that filter, it's jammed, or something's broken, or there's a spring missing. I don't know exactly what, because I have to take it apart in order to get to it. You see? But when that happens, that means when your lens is attached to a camera, yeah? That means when you adjust your aperture to f22, let me show you that right there. See, that's f22 right here? Yeah, f22, oh, let me hit that again. f22, 3 seconds. Yeah? That means that if it's not working properly and the lens is not at f22, everything will be overexposed. And what good is a photograph if it's overexposed? You see, too much light has gotten in. And the reason why too much light has gotten in is because the lens is still stuck at f2.8. That's why it's overexposed. But I can check these things. I know when these things are wrong and when they're right. I test these things out to make sure you don't get any surprises. And that's exactly what you would have got, a big surprise when you said, how come everything is overexposed when I use this lens? Yeah? Now, the condition is VG condition. That's another thing. I have a couple things I grade. First, I grade the cosmetic condition. I would grade this as VG condition or better, okay? Because I don't see any real damage to it, except for scuffs, a minor abrasion, rub marks. You know, so I would class this as VG condition. Yeah, VG 8 grade, 8 out of 10. You know, yeah. And then I would grade the glass next. Now the glass is perfect condition, okay, and it's clean and clear. It doesn't have any fungus. The next thing you know, I test out the electronics. Well, I already tested electronics on this, and I can tell you right now, the vibration reduction, everything is working spot on. Electronically, perfect. But mechanically, well, the zoom is okay, and the focusing is okay, yeah? But the aperture blades are damaged, they're broken, or something's wrong with the aperture blades. So therefore, I would have to say that this is faulty. Yeah? So mechanically, it has failed to pass all the checkpoints, my checkpoints. But I am sure if you can fix these blades, you're going to get yourself in a magnificent lens right here. Because it's got everything right with it. It just needs those blades fixing. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm not going to harp on anymore. I hope what I've said will help you, especially the filter thing. You know what I mean? That's all I want to do. I just want to see people right. I just want to see things right for people. That's all. You guys take care of yourself. I'm sending out my love. There you go.